as we anxiously await the beginning of the Paris Olympic Games 2024 and the series of the men's 100 meters. There are several athletes, Kishane Thompson, Oblique Seville, Lyles, Letsile Tebogo, and several others who are most likely to win gold. Let's take a look at the 7 athletes who have a chance in terms of percentage of winning gold at the Paris Olympic Games in the men's 100 meters. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit subscribe so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. You drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button and finally leave your thoughts. So, ready? Yep. Good to go. Well, these names are the names that I think most of you who are aware of the men's 100 meters would agree have some chance in terms of percentage of winning a gold medal at the upcoming Paris Olympic Games. Now, it's very difficult to predict a winner, but we can say that several of these athletes, we believe, have a real chance of taking home that gold medal. And I must also admit that this video was influenced by something that I saw posted that I thought was really interesting, and I sort of agreed with most of their assessment of these athletes. Now, I'm just going to at this point name the athletes who I think stand a chance of winning gold if they make it through to the finals of the men's 100 meters at the Paris Olympic Games. Of course, Kishane Thompson of Jamaica. Then there's the world champion, Lyles. Of course, there's also Jamaica's Oblique Seville. Then we must, of course, mention this young man, Letsile Tebogo of Botswana. The defending world champion, Marcell of Italy. Kerley, of course, of the United States. Akani Simbine of South Africa. This young man, Kenya's Omanyala, Ferdinand Omanyala, apologies. Then there's Kenny Benrick of the United States. To a lesser extent, I think this young man, Zarnell Hughes. Now, many of you may not remember, particularly my Jamaican cohorts, brothers and sisters, that in the Tokyo 2020 Olympics that took place in 2021 in the finals of the men's 100 meters, there was not one single Jamaican who was in that finals. And in fact, having been the first Olympics in some time since the great Usain Bolt retired, it was wide open. I mean, literally, anyone could walk away with the prize. And the gentleman who won surprised many, myself including. This, of course, was Italy's remarkable Lamont Marcell Jacobs. Well, in 2024, the table has turned and Jamaicans are a part of the process. But first, let's look at this young man, Ferdinand Omanyala, and the fact that he may have a 2 to 4% chance of winning the gold medal. Why? He has the second fastest time thus far for the 2024 season over the men's 100 meters. I believe that time is 9.79. However, he has never been able to reproduce this time at regular altitude. This he ran at high altitude. He seems to be very good at running very fast races at high altitude. We saw him here at the Racers Grand Prix, I believe, in Jamaica, and he didn't run anything like that. And in the last few races that I've seen him run at regular altitude, he has not even cracked the 10-second barrier. So I think 2 to 4%. Akani Simbine has been pretty consistent this season. He has been a solid sprinter. Now, I'm not sure if I would say he's 3%. In fact, I believe he might be close to a 4 to 5% of winning. Like I said, this was influenced by something else that I read, and I'm using their numbers, but I'm going to, alter it. But I think Akani Simbine does have a solid chance, if he stays healthy, of walking away with the gold medal at the Paris Olympic Games in the men's 100-meter finals. However, that chance, in my humble opinion, is nothing more than 3 to maybe 5%. And some people might say I'm being generous. The truth is he's just not. He's ran good this season, but I don't know. I still don't think his chances are anything more than a 3 to 5%, but those are chances nonetheless. Then there's this young man, Fred Kerley. They say 3%. I'm saying I agree, 3 to 5%. Simply because the form of Fred Kerley from 2 years ago when he won the World Championships in 2022, if my memory serves me correctly, we've just not seen that Fred Kerley ever since. Not sure what's going on. Last year, he didn't make it through to the finals, which was a shocker to many persons. So we don't know if he's going through something emotional. We just don't know if it's injury. I honestly don't have enough information. But the truth is, I'm going to always give Fred Kerley the opportunity. I'm saying 3 to 6% because he's Fred Kerley. And on paper, he's the fastest American of the three gentlemen going to represent the United States of America in this event. He's faster than Noah Lyles. Noah Lyles' PB is, I think, 9.82 or 3. And he's faster than Kenny Benrick. His PB is 9.75. Now, Lamont, Marcell, Jacobs. I kept saying Marcell. Yeah, did I say correctly? Marcell, Jacobs? No, I said Marcell, Lamont, Jacobs. My apologies, great man. The gentleman's name is Lamont Marcell Jacobs. I apologize. Now they have him at 4%. I'm going to put him a little higher. I'm going to say 4 to 6%. I'm going to tell you why. He has not cracked sub 10 since he ran in 2021 at the Tokyo Olympics. He just hasn't done it. However, within the last month, he ran 2 sub 10s in one event. I believe he ran 9.99 in the prelims, and then he ran, this was I think at the Diamond League, and then I think he ran either 9.90 or 9.91, which could mean that he's rounding into the correct form just about the right time, just like he did at the Tokyo Olympic Games. So I'm giving him a 4 to 6% opportunity. Now, they have Letsile Tebogo at 7%. I think it should be a little higher than 7%. Tebogo, I think, is an unknown. I don't like using the term dark horse. So let's say he's one of the athletes that we cannot underestimate. Now, my challenge with not giving him, I would say I'd give him about a 10% opportunity of winning the gold medal. I'm going to tell you why. Unfortunately, this young man recently lost his mother, and that must have impacted him. However, I don't know if the impact is going to be one of him using his pain because he must be hurting for his mother and deciding he's going to win that gold medal for her. If that's the case, he's going to be very dangerous. And I'm going to put him way above 7%. I'd say he's closer to 10 or 11 or even 12%. Tebogo is a serious factor, I think, in both the 100 and the 200 meters. But this just depends on how he deals with his grief. Condolences to him, by the way. They have Oblique Seville at 12% for winning the gold medal. I'm going to give him something higher than 12. I am thinking he's close to 15% or 17% because he summarily beat Noah Lyles, and I believe if he has now the right mindset, he will have come to the realization that he can actually easily beat Noah Lyles. I'm not saying Noah Lyles is going to be easy to beat, but he beat him and beat him. And I mean, I know my American friends don't like the fact that I'm saying that the difference between a 9.82 and a 9.85 is significant over 100 meters. Being beaten by even half a meter, having enough time to slow down and look back at your opponent says you could have run a sub 9.80. So I don't think 12% is enough for Seville. I would say I would give him closer to a 15 to 16% opportunity or chance of winning the gold medal. Let me know what you think. Now, Noah Lyles, they put him at 29%. And I kind of get why they would. He doesn't have the fastest time. In fact, he has the 4th fastest time in the world. And he has not yet been able, when pressed in the US trials, and he was really pressed by Kenny Benrick. Okay, let's not run any jokes here. He ran his hardest and he could only match last year's PB. Everyone else, well, the last two, apologies, not the last two. Seville has improved his PB, and the next gentleman has way surpassed both their PBs. So 29% I think is kind of fair-ish. But if that's the case, then I would have to improve Seville from the 15% to something closer to a 20-21% chance. But I think the fact that Lyles is used to winning and understands the psychology of winning gives him the edge here, not his speed. That's the edge. Now, they have this young man, Kishane Thompson, at 40% of a chance of winning the gold. I would say Kishane Thompson's chances at this point is closer to 60%. I mean, no one in the world has come even close to his time. 9.77, where he clearly shut down 60 meters out, is petrifying. It's literally petrifying. So I don't think 40% for Kishane Thompson is enough. I'm saying closer to 60%. So I think it's a good thing that there are now two Jamaicans who, if they're healthy and they make it through to the finals, they have a huge chance of winning the gold medal. And the number one person with the number one chance is this gentleman, Kishane Thompson. So quickly to review, Tebogo of Botswana, Noah Lyles of the United States of America, Oblique Seville, and Kishane Thompson are the four persons I think to beat who have the greatest chance of winning the gold medal. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and the like button. Also, by the way, just in case you don't know, today is Kishane Thompson's birthday. He turns 23. Yep, people, he's very young. So, the sky's the limit. You are royals, kings and queens. Bless up.